Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I am Sonique and I've got an unboxing of Boadicea's tarot. Now I have this on the Fool's Dog app, had it for a long time actually, but the guidebook on the Fool's Dog app for this deck isn't very informative of each card, and so I thought I'd buy the actual physical version for the guidebook really. So let's have a little look. This box is massive. It's so big. Okay, let's get into it. So this is a Red Feather publishing company, as you can see. And then on the back, oh, that's glossy, that bit. That's nice. What does it say? Boadicea's Tarot of Earthly Delights is an incandescent medley of collaged images drawn from Western culture and beyond. Some of these images are quite weird, to be fair. Anyway, it says comprising 80 cards, so we've got 2 extra cards. Boadicea's Tarot draws on the Rider-Waite-Smith imagery while providing a fresh visual interpretation, using assembled fine art from antiquity through the Golden Age, spiced with razor-sharp wit and wisdom. Minor suits dubbed combustion, tentacles, ether and fungi. This gloriously mischievous deck features squid, octopi, mushrooms, nudibranchia and narwhals in starring roles. 2 additional cards contribute to this quirky deck's charm: the Persepacious Platypus and Boadicea the Queen. It's got a 216-page comprehensive, that's what I like, comprehensive colour guidebook. Boadicea's tarot is brimming with in-depth tarot insight, including expert insight on queries, spreads and more. It's a delight for art lovers and sophisticated spiritual seekers who enjoy humour and deplore sanctimony. Okay, offers a lot, doesn't it? So this is the sides. It's really pretty, this. And how does it open? Yes. Like that, that's so nice. So here we've got sort of a map in the background, and here it says, "We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with sleep." Yeah, William Shakespeare. Even I know that. Not a Shakespeare fan. Anyway, this is the guidebook, and I am hoping it's a lot more comprehensive than the app, as I say. Oh, looks like the cards have come out. I'm not keen on this box. Oh, that's not going to last very long, is it? It's very pretty, but it's already lifting and it's already torn, and I've only just opened it. And it's come like that. But the image is so nice. These are quite large cards as well. Very large, actually. So if I was to compare the size with a standard Rider-Waite-Smith size deck. Oh, look at the backs. They're gorgeous. Standard Rider-Waite-Smith size, quite a lot larger. So they are reversible, as you can see, and they have a gilded edge, which some people actually don't like. The borders are different colours depending on the suits. Yeah, so there's a visual clue as to the suit that you're in. And yeah, this is sometimes art that I find a little bit jarring, actually. Chris Ann Curious Creatures Tarot was not one of my favourites. I passed that one along. You know, combining animals with humans isn't, I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. I don't like it. I can see here why they've got an ass's head or a donkey's head on top of the Fool, because back in Marseille, wasn't it, when the Fool was an ass? So I get that. And we've still got, you know, the dog and the cliff, the imagery that we are used to. So let's have a little look at the guidebook before we start. It said 218 pages. That's 216. Did I read that wrong? Oh, look. Boadicea's Tarot of Earthly Delights is designed for a discerning audience of cultivated tarotistes Tarotistes, is that really a word? For those seeking a tarot deck that can help them raise their level of spiritual sophistication and divinatory perspicacity. There are allusions to rock and roll song lyrics scattered like little gifts throughout the book. Okay. So we've got Caroline Kenner as the author, and Paula Millett is the deck creator and artist. It's 2025, so it's a new edition. I've got some acknowledgements, some thank yous, some great gratitudes. Contents are here. So we have those creator statements, then an overview, a bit of history, a little bit about Boadicea themselves, and why the deck was named the way it was. Then we're into the cards here, the majors and the minors. We have the seed of combustion, tentacles, ether and fungi, and the perspicacious platypus. And then it talks about divination. So that takes us up to 182 pages with the actual cards. So if we take it from 16, that's the amount that we've got actually information on the cards themselves. Then we go into divination, reading, and spreads. Got quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spreads. A bit of advice and an appendix for the sources and credits, and then about the authors. Okay. So there's the beginnings. A little bit about Kabbalah there. Oh, there's Pixie. So we dedicate this tarot deck to Boadicea's wisdom and assertiveness and courage. Garden of Earthly Delights. I think that's, yes, it is. It's Bosch. I thought it was. I have the Bosch deck by Travis McHenry. And yeah, it's all very much this sort of artwork that we see. So yeah, that's why it's Earthly Delights. Now I understand. I don't know why I didn't get that reference before. So we have this much information on majors. So a description of the card and interpretation, which is only a tiny little bit there. Oh, then upright. Oh, we have more. And then reversed, we have this much. Then they talk about the symbols. There we go. The head of an ass represents folly and refers to the episode in Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. And Oberon, the king of the fairies, transforms the head of Bottom the Weaver into that of an ass in order to make a fool out of his wife, Queen Titania. Yeah, I knew there was a reference. Yeah, so that's what we get for the majors. What do we get for the minors? A little less. Oh, I've just noticed. Step back. With the minor arcana, we are going into little explanations of the elements as related to the suits and the numbers. To 10, and then a little bit about court cards. So the Ace of Combustion. Again, we've got an explanation of the actual image, an interpretation in italics, an upright meaning and reverse meaning, and the symbols. So yeah, quite a bit of information, a lot more than the actual app, which is quite disappointing. Then, here we go with reading the cards. Divination literally means to be inspired by a divinity. Reading tarot as an art, keeping a journal, deepening your reading skills, looking at the iconography, journaling, reading styles. We've got some questions we can ask. Then we have the 1 card, 2 card, 3 card, 3 card, 3 card, 3 card, 3 card, lots of different 3 card variations there. A 5 card cross, so the middle part of the Celtic cross. The spirit spread, so we have all the elements, look, earth, air, fire, water and spirit. The modern Celtic cross. Yeah, it's interesting because here like card 4 is the past and card 5 is the future, and that's the way I always read a Celtic cross. And yet in some books it does it the opposite way around. Now what I think that is because of the Hebrew associations, and they read from right to left, but I always do it this way, so I'm sticking with what I do. Yeah, and these are the sort of, yeah, they're the same that I use. Anyway, we all do it our own way, don't we? Grand Garden of Earthly Delights. Custom spread by Sarah Mastros, the Fool's Dog. So we have a situation, internal basis, external basis, hell and heaven. How interesting. What awaits on the road ahead, again from the Fool's Dog. Okay. Alrighty, yeah, there's quite a few. Take off your training wheels and go. Tarot is a wisdom tool designed as a game. Image sources and the credits for those. Wow, there's a lot. There is a lot. Woo! Isn't that good though, where they reference where the images came from? So this is Paula Millett and this is Caroline Kenner, who developed, I believe, developed the Fool's Dog app. Okay, shall we look at the cards? So my first surprise is the size of the cards. We do have a border, but even so, that would still be a large card. So yeah, I've talked about the Fool, the Magician. There's a little gloss to this card. It's very lush, actually. I don't know how you describe cardstock. I would say that. I have no idea how to describe it, but it really looks nice. I do like that. So yeah, the Magician with all their paraphernalia to perform their magic. High Priestess, gorgeous. In the temple, so is that the Temple of Delphi? The scrying mirror, perhaps. And there we have the image from the front of the book and the box. So this is the Empress. Beautiful, so lush. In her garden of delights. The Emperor. Do you see what I mean? This is just weird, isn't it? You know, this sort of imagery as a child would scare the bejesus out of me. I never quite liked it. But yeah, I'm all grown up now. Hierophant. I think you either like it or you don't. It's the Lovers. With one looking at another. I don't know. The Chariot. And Chariot appears to actually be on a planet other than Earth, because that's Earth in the background there. But yeah, the way these have been put together, the composite images are very well done, aren't they? This strength card, the Lion and the Lamb. There's the Hermit, beautiful Hermit. This shipwreck going on out at sea, all these turbulent emotions outside, not affecting our Hermit. Wheel. The monkey has the key. Sticking together a little bit. Justice. Hanged Man. I think you can sort of see these two images are from different sources. They don't quite gel. But I think that's Janus, isn't it? The two heads, one looking forward, one looking back. Is it Janus or Janus? January is named after death. Nice. I like that card. Oh, beautiful, beautiful Temperance. Beautiful. Look at this devil. And the tower is the Eiffel Tower. Being struck by lightning. Why is it with Paris and me at the moment? So many references. Maybe I should go back at some point. We have the star. Quite a different image for a star there. The moon. The sun. Judgment. all these skulls here. And then the world dancer. You even got the world there, look. And card 22 is Boadicea, the Queen. One formidable person. Okay, so as you can see, combustion is wands. There's the clue. There's a ship on fire outside the window there. Or they're looking at a blueprint of the ship. This looks like the Taj Mahal in the background. And these three figures with their flames. Isn't this beautiful? Wow. That is beautiful. Yeah, that is a sad image really, isn't it? The hunting dogs attacking their prey. Oh, how victorious. 6 of combustion on a giraffe. Double-headed giraffe. The two necks. That's interesting, isn't it? It's like they're being judged. So a fast-moving energy, we have fireworks. A 9. Oh, on a magic carpet. And a 10. Feeling overburdened. A page. Little prince. He's got his salamander as a toy on a red string. There's the knight and the dragon. The fiery sky, the horse there in the background. Oh, the queen is beautiful. And we have black cats, of course. And the king. Looks like a wealthy businessman from the Victorian era. But did you see this little ladder with this person on the top cleaning the hat for them? Okay, so for the cup suit we have tentacles. That's a very strange image, isn't it? Barnacles and tentacles. These creatures, it's like the 2 of cups. These are the narwhals for the 3. Yeah, very strange imagery on the cup suit. Oh, it's a sad one, isn't it? Unless it's a siren. They're playing. That's a Rossetti image, I think. So a completely different context for this image. 8. They're walking away. So let's play this crustacean. See if we can get some good notes from it. Oh, this is lovely for the 10, isn't it? Lovely pastoral scene. Page. A fish. We always see the fish, don't we, on the page? Cups. The knight. Queen. You know, it's very strange. And the king. And this is like part human, part fish there, sort of holding on to the king of cups, the king of tentacles. I wonder if that's supposed to be Poseidon. Okay, air. So we have wings. We've got teeth here, look. It's still got the blindfold for the 2. We've got the eclipse here dangling from her finger. And actually it's the moon and the world, I think. Interesting. So we've still got a heart for the 3 of would-be swords, but we've got these beetles almost attacking the flowers there. 4, asleep, Dove of peace. 5, what's he training that bird to do? For the 6, so we look like we've got the temple there for the Oracle of Delphi. I think this is the Oracle themselves. And there's butterfly wings, so this boat is actually like an airboat, an airship. It's flying. Little pug dog. The 7, again butterflies. 8, caged. Yeah, it's these sort of images that are like, oh, weird. The 9, a spider web. Yeah, that would be a bit of a scary dream, wouldn't it? The 10. So what can I say? I can see like tiger here with wings. Then all these birds here, they're all attacking this person on the floor here. Gosh. Okay, Page on a bike. Yeah. Nice. Lovely, that one. Queen. Game with wings. Oh, the king. I don't know, I just, it grates really. Anyway, we're on to the earth suit here. The Ace of Fungi, and the hand is a glove. 2. There's a nudity there though. 3. This really slow tortoise. So slow, he's got fungi growing out the back of his back, and look, we've got a little snail there as well. The 4. We still have the church scene and the 5 of earth. Very similar actually to what we used to. The 6. 7. Faces on these. Contemplating. 8. 9. Again, that, I don't know. I think it's the bird ones that get to me actually. Anyway, the 10. Page. Knight. Queen. Beautiful. And the king. And then we have the Persepacious Platypus. Okay. Those are the cards. So I'm going to do what I normally do. And I'll look at a major card, a minor card. Oh, we've got the devil. Actually, let's not do the devil. Let's do the tower because Paris. See, do the tower. Have a look at that one. And then Queen of Tentacles, which would be the Queen of Cups. The 7 of Fungi. And actually, I'm going to look at the Persepacious Platypus because why not? Why not? All right, so I've got 4 cards to look at here. Border colours are really nice, aren't they? So the tower. It is a dark and stormy night. Multiple lightning blasts strike an iconic metal tower. 16 black vultures bear witness to the destruction, hoping to pick through the rubble when the dust settles. Yet, not all is lost. A gaily striped balloon carries escapees swiftly away from the storm. Oh yeah, there. Didn't notice that. Interpretation. Catastrophes, natural disasters and sudden reversals of fortune happen. Such dramatic upheavals are destructive and very difficult to navigate in the short term. The fall of the tower is traumatic. Eventually a time will come for renewal. The tower's fall will have cleared the way for those new beginnings. So, yeah, standard meaning. And then it says upright, lightning strikes with destructive force. The tower falls, the status quo fails, and all seems lost. Tower time is a period of rapid destructive change when life's accustomed patterns and structures fail. Tower times are very hard to cope with. They are often frustrating and exhausting. However, when lightning strikes, there is nothing we can do to control what happens next. At that point, we are along for whatever ride our fate has in store. When we bow to overpowering force, the helplessness we feel is very unpleasant. Whatever type of catastrophe, the tower speaks of an overwhelming experience of sudden loss. A tower experience divides the past and the future. It is life-changing, a before/after event in memory. Tower times include suddenly losing a long-held job, unexpected poverty, or the abrupt end to a relationship or marriage. Sometimes people deliberately create their own tower times out of desperation for change. Newfound freedom is often obtained at great cost. What does a tower's fall teach us? What did the escapees salvage as they float away from the devastation and rubble? And then we have a reversed meaning, and then we have symbols. So the symbols, lightning, the proverbial bolt from the blue. The vultures, invaluable scavengers here to clean up after the disaster. Hot air balloon, escape through ingenuity and foresight. Fairly straightforward, isn't it? Okay, Queen of Tentacles, otherwise known as Cups. Like an Aphrodite of the cephalopods, the Queen of Tentacles rises from the deep. Her voluptuous form is enhanced by golden tentacles, as well as 4 lovely human arms. She flows effortlessly, framed by red sea fans and tropical fishes. She wears a coral crown adorned with a single scarlet sea star. Her chestnut hair waves in the water around her. The blue-black sea is spangled with bioluminescent stars. Interpretation. The Queen of Tentacles is a passionate, desirable, sensual, and loving being. Upright. A wise and emotionally warm individual, a lover or spouse who makes you feel loved and brings you great joy. The power of love, whether spiritual, familial, or physical. The knowledge that you are deeply loved. Sensual bodily pleasure. The beloved, the best sex. When expressed platonically, a loving spiritual leader, a close friend. Knowing that we are deeply loved supports our ability to love others. Being loved, especially being well loved in childhood, makes us emotionally sturdier and more resilient to life's challenges. And then we have a reversed meaning, and then we have the symbols. A naked queen, pride and confidence in one's own beauty, appreciation of physical affection, bold acknowledgement of desire, flaunting sexual desirability. A dark sea spangled with bioluminescent stars, deep feelings illuminated with magical points of light. Red sea fans, pathways and connections. Blue-cheeked butterfly fish, long-lasting love. This species forms long-term mated pairs, which is rather uncommon in fish. Did not know that. Okay, 7 of fungi, which would be pentacles. So 7 large mushrooms have sprung up from the dirt floor of a cave. Every cap bears a human face, each with a different expression. The farmer stands with one hand on her hip and one on her chin, inspecting the mushrooms skeptically. The cavern floor is dotted with more mushrooms, many almost ready for harvest. The cave's wide mouth opens onto the rocky coast of a calm lake. Farther down the shore, gentle waves lap at the walls of a stone castle. That's quite a lot wrong way in the distance there. So the interpretation, what have we here? Those spores you scattered are ripening into fruit. Are the results what you had in mind? Remember, there's always going to be some kind of beetle or other in every plan. There's the beetle. Just seen it. Upright, you have worked diligently. If you continue to follow through, you can look forward to income from your toil. Forthcoming profit created by hard work and successful long-term planning. Your project will soon come to fruition. Your scheme is on the verge of success. Soon you will reap the rewards of your work. You formed a rock-solid plan and found a hospitable environment. providing everything mushrooms need. You scattered the spores and now you're on the verge of meeting, even exceeding your goals. The castle of financial security is just a bit farther down the shore. Continue to do what's working well for you. You'll get there. And then there's a reversed, and then the symbols. So we have a lakeside cave, which is shelter, a good place to grow mushrooms. Lake, unconscious mind where inspiration emerges. Sandy beach leading to rocks. Minute steps taken, sand grain by sand grain, rock by rock, to form a cave over geologic time. A sheltered and hospitable environment for founding a mushroom farm. Castle, financial security. Mushrooms, fruit of the earth produced through consistent long-term hard work. Beetle, imperfection, a minor annoyance. Okay, Persipacious platypus. A platypus regards their reflection in a large, ornate, gilt-framed mirror. The mirror leans against a wall covered with indigo wallpaper representing outer space. It is sprinkled with thousands of tiny stars. Left of the mirror hangs 3 framed portraits, a duck, a beaver, and a photograph of Pamela Coleman Smith. Indeed, there it is. The vision in the mirror is a bold contrast to the subdued room decor. Our platypus happily regards their double in the looking glass, rising from a lush garden. Exuberant blossoms burst from the beds, blanketing the greenery with impressionistic hues. In the near distance, a sassy Venus statue gazes toward the platypus across a lily pond. There we go. The platypus and their reflection smile proudly at each other. A shaft of rainbow light falls from beyond the mirror, passing through the mirror's crowning ornament of the all-seeing eye, and angles through the garden to bathe the platypus in all the colours of love. Oh. Interpretation. Upright. This platypus, representing the reader or querent, has achieved a very personal enlightenment, perhaps through study of tarot, perhaps through life experience. They have learned to know themselves and love themselves as they are, as they have been, and as they will be. They have come to accept themselves for both their inner shadows and their inner light. This understanding brings joy and peace. Self-acceptance allows them to accept others with forgiveness and affection. We are all multifaceted, imperfect, inspiring, exasperating, lovable, all too mortal beings. And then we have a reversed. It says, now the platypus is upended, finding themselves in a not dissimilar predicament as the hanged man. Experience an inner existential crisis. The platypus is working through where to go with themselves, what to embrace and what to leave behind. Instead of knowing and loving themselves, they're still looking to others for guidance as they weigh their sense of self. Yet, revelation is imminent. They are poised to plunge into a rainbow pool, their physical and spiritual selves finally in harmony. This card in reversal advises deep soul searching. Be realistic and work to love yourself as you are, in all your messy human glory. Know yourself and love yourself. And remember, fully adult spiritual beings know how to behave themselves for best results. And then we go to the symbols. So the platypus, an amphibious marsupial found in Australia and New Zealand. Perspicacity, possessing acute mental awareness and discernment. There you go, if you were wondering. Duck and beaver portraits, when first encountered by Europeans, the platypus was thought to be a taxidermy assemblage of a beaver and a duck. Yeah, I can see that. Golden mirror, a portal framed in love and glory. Perspective number 1. Let your self-examination be tempered with love and acceptance. The celestial wallpaper is an infinite universe out there. Other perspective number 1. Cultivate humility while you're regarding yourself. Look to the temperance card to find balance. The all-seeing eye is looking through you, just as you are looking through it. Venus, goddess of love and beauty. The garden, that's your inner Eden. The rainbow ray, love is love. And Pamela Coleman Smith, also known as Pixie, the genius artist who created the interpretive imagery for the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, first published in 1909. There we go. So what do you think? Do you like this deck? When I have looked at it on the Fool's Dog app. I've swiped through it and I haven't really given it much attention, to be completely honest. The images, some of them, as I said, were a little bit jarring to me, but I didn't really understand what this deck's all about. And that's what I'm hoping to do with this version, because, as I said, I think right at the beginning, the guidebook is offering me so much more information than the Fool's Dog app, even though it is by the same people, Caroline Kenner. And so I've got a better chance of actually really getting to grips with this deck and understanding it and being able to work with it. So I don't know, have you got this deck? What do you think? Have you been working with it? How have you found it? I mean, looking at that guidebook, they're pretty standard meanings to the cards, and I do like the way that they break down the symbology in each card. I really do appreciate that. I've just noticed these little things on the head there. I'm not quite sure what that is. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And until my next video, bye friends, bye.